The condition of the food packages should always be inspected during food service deliveries. Any package that has holes should be opened and reviewed for internal damage as soon as possible. For canned products, reject if there are deep dents, creases along seams, or bulging ends. Anything with a broken seal, missing label, or dirty packaging should not be accepted. Do not accept any products that look like they may have been tampered with or have an abnormal smell or color, especially produce. The Director of Dining must educate all employees on the proper methods for receiving food to ensure that all packages are received in good condition, kept at proper temperatures, and stored in the proper location as soon as possible. Food must be maintained at the correct temperatures with no evidence of thawing or refreezing. FDA Food Code 3-202.11. Best practice is to spot check and record temperature of food being received to assure the food has maintained a proper temperature. The thermometer should be calibrated before testing. To calibrate, take a cup of ice and fill with water. First, insert the thermometer into the handle wrench and place the thermometer tip into the ice water, making sure the thermometer is firmly seated in the wrench. If the temperature is not registering 32 degrees Fahrenheit, twist the thermometer face while the thermometer tip is located in the ice water to make the adjustment. Refrigerated food must be received at a temperature of 41 degrees Fahrenheit or below. Fresh produce, including leafy green vegetables and tomatoes, must be received chilled or chilled to 41 degrees Fahrenheit within 4 hours of receipt. Cold food, any cold food that is TCS, time and temperature controlled for safety, should be received at 41 degrees Fahrenheit or lower. Milk and pasteurized shell eggs can be received at 45 degrees Fahrenheit or lower. However, both must be stored at a maximum of 41. Make sure to cool the milk to 41 degrees Fahrenheit or below within 4 hours. Frozen foods should be frozen solid when received. Be sure to reject frozen food if fluid stains are on the packaging or the bottom of the case. Also, reject frozen food if there is any evidence of thawing and refreezing, such as ice or frozen fluid on the product or the packaging. Temperatures should be checked on products upon delivery, and if any product is not in the recommended temperature range, it should be rejected. Refrigerated and frozen food items must be stored as soon as possible after delivery. Normally, this should be done as soon as receiving the product.
For normal thawing, use the following guidelines for frozen foods. Thaw frozen foods under refrigeration, maintaining the food temperature at 41 degrees Fahrenheit or lower. Allow up to 3 days to thaw thoroughly and then cook immediately. Do not store raw meat products in thawed state beyond the 3rd day. Thaw foods in pans to catch any drippings. Identify food and label based on your state regulation. Raw meats must be thawed on the bottom shelf under and away from ready-to-eat cooked items or fresh produce. For emergency thawing, use the following guidelines. Thaw completely submerged under cold running water at a temperature of 70 degrees Fahrenheit or less with sufficient water velocity to agitate and float off loose particles accumulated in the water. Monitor temperature of food to assure that no part exceeds 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Thawing must not exceed 2 hours if product exceeds 41 degrees Fahrenheit during thawing process. The item must be cooked immediately after thawing.